My scar is prominent. That's nice. So, Blender. I'm going to throw this out as a disclaimer. This is going to be its own little video right at the beginning. Chapter 0. I am not an expert on any of the subjects I will be covering. I am not an expert on any game development stuff. I have, however, spent like 5 years working on game dev stuff, learning from actual professionals, experimenting, messing around, seeing what is what. So I've been consistently like learning, and I know how to make a game ready asset because I've made them. I've made them for other people's projects. I've made them for my own. I've done it a few times. So at the very least, if this course does anything, it should... Penguins. Perfect. It should get you started. I should look at the camera. It should get you started. It'll teach you the basics. It'll teach you the very beginnings of it. It'll teach you the most simple parts of making game ready asset, what like the tiny core concepts are. And even then, I might screw stuff up, but I know from experience that if you do some of the things I show you, you will have assets that you can use in games, that will work in game, that will do what you want them to in game, and that can be improved upon, of course, but will get you started. And that's the biggest thing. This is a starting course for game ready assets. This is not a professional level thing. Maybe it will be someday. But right now, it's just the bare bones, basics. The sun is in my face. Disclaimer, not professional. But I will be covering everything I can think of in steps and stages. And if you think of something that I haven't thought of, leave it in a comment. And I will either say that I was going to cover it or that I will eventually get to it because it's something else. I'm also going to expand on these. I'm chapterizing them. So the different parts of making 3D models in all scopes, and then the specific stuff for game ready models, I'll be covering at different stages. So if you think of a question and I can't answer it with just a comment, I will attempt to answer it in a video continuing previous chapters. So don't worry about that. That said, I'm going to record these in like batch streaming sessions on my Discord. I'll include random links and shit for that. I'm going to stream them in Discord, which means I won't always cover everything in between episodes. These episodes are not going to be recorded in sequence. They're going to be recorded in whatever order I can think of. That said, I will try and go back and answer stuff as it comes up. If stuff comes up in the future for subjects that were covered in the past, I will go back and attempt to address them. If I don't know something, I will either attempt to learn it so it can be answered, or I will let people know of a source to try and help, but I might not be able to cover everything because I am still learning this stuff. I still don't know all the ins and outs, but I know a decent bit. So, with disclaimers out of the way, we're going to get into the first section of things. So I'm going to switch over to